Good evening to you. It's just gone 7 o'clock across the UK on Friday the 15th of May in the year 2009. I'm Peterock, aka Pete Kemp. Welcome to Hot Metal 63. We opened up with three tracks, the last three tracks in fact, from Metal Hammer magazine, issue 190. Various artists' free compilation CD, The New Wave of Traditional Metal, which was released at the beginning of April last month. And that was tracks 12, 13 and 15. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was track 12, which was Widow with Beware the Night. Track 14 was Twisted Power Dire with Snow Leopard, and Stuka Squadron was the final track on the album with We Drink Blood. And that's what opened the show with today. So please, no more sarcastic emails saying you didn't tell us what you opened with. You always open with three tracks and you never tell us what they are. Well, for the past few shows, I've been telling you what they were just before I finished Peterock. There you are. Anyway, did it right this time here in opening link. Today on the show, you've obviously worked out I'm on my own because, Yuri wasn't scheduled to come in on the show today, and Simon's not available. So I'm doing Hot Metal 63 on my own, but I will be continuing from where I left off. The last time that Yuri and Simon were unable to make it, with my contingency plan for if they couldn't make the show. So we have, as usual, Peterock in a few moments, followed by the Yuri Archives. Then it will be, of course, Simon's Classic Hunt. And, we will be having the requests rundown, or the rock requests, whatever you prefer. And I'd like to know what your 10 favourite songs are from your favourite artist, or alternatively, rock request style, it will be your favourite song from your 10 favourite artists, as long as they rock, because this is hot metal and we rock. Okay. Then we will have do send your rock requests or requests rundown to our email address, please. Pete_Kempsel /Yuri Franskin @hotmetal.com. Or you can text them to me, 07799 676 105. Following the rock requests, aka requests rundown, I shall be concluding with the Covers Corner. Hopefully it will be a double Covers Corner, where you get two covers from two different bands and the original. And obviously we shall close out with live metal from the original artist in the Covers Corner. So that is all to come in the next maybe 2.5 hours of Hot Metal 63. And we move on to the first actual official feature. It's called Peterock, where you'll get 5 songs in a row. Starting with sub-feature number 1, it's Iron Maiden, The Best of the Beast UK Singles Discography. And I shall continue with, one that I actually missed from the X Factor, to be quite honest with you. I didn't play Man on the Edge, so I'm going to take the opportunity to play it today. Man on the Edge was a single from the Iron Maiden album The X Factor, released in 1995. In fact, it was released on the 25th of September 1995. It is based on the movie Falling Down, starring Michael Douglas, and it was the first single the band released with Blaze Bayley on vocals, following Bruce Dickinson's departure a few years earlier. And on the single actually made number 10 in the UK singles sales chart, and was produced by Nigel Green as usual. And that's just basically it. It was their first top 10 single for a while, and it's backed by B-sides The Edge of Darkness and Judgment Day. I think The Edge of Darkness is also on the X Factor album. Judgment Day, Justice of the Peace, and I Live My Way were also B-sides of the Iron Man on the Edge. And at some point in the future, I do promise I will start playing the Iron Maiden B-sides. I'm still in the process of collecting them at the moment, so I shall. I hope to start playing you them when I run out of singles, actually. So that was Man on the Edge. That will be Man on the Edge. The next single in Iron Maiden's singles UK discography. Then I shall continue with the Def Leppard B-sides. And next to play on the Def Leppard B-sides are the B-sides to the single All I Want Is Everything. It was the third single taken from Slang, following on from the album title track, and also the Work It Out. And All I Want Is Everything was released on the 16th of September 1996. The B-sides consist of When Saturday Comes, Jimmy's Theme, and the radio edit of All I Want Is Everything. So I'll be playing you those. And I shall close off Peterock. Apologies, I won't be able to play any more of the Megadeth singles for a while, but I will close off with the next single, or one of the singles that I actually missed from Metallica's Sick of the Singles UK discography. However, before I tell you what you're going to hear from that, I will tell you that All I Want Is Everything from Def Leppard managed to get to number 38 in the UK singles sales chart. Unfortunately it got knocked out the following week, but the single was released as a two-part CD single. So I'm going to play you the B-sides of CD number 2. And as I mentioned before, the Metallica Sick of the Singles A-side that I'm going to play for you, I've actually changed my mind about Metallica. I'm not going to play you an A-side single. I'm actually going to play a B-side single because unfortunately it's the only single that I do have. But I'm going to play you one of the B-sides to the Until It Sleeps CD single, because that came out on 20th of May 1996 from the album Load, and I am going to play you one of the B-sides, and I've actually decided to play you track 2 from the UK single CD1. And it's going to be 2x4 live from Castle Donington, England. So that is going to be Peterock. 5 in a row, and here we go.